Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Friday, June 20 tease memorable encounters, sisterly warnings, and feeling cornered. Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, and Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Massa have a memorable encounter, while Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, delivers a sisterly warning, and Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, feels cornered. Emma and Gio are outside during tomorrow's GH preview as she holds an adorable beagle and tells it no worries, you know what to do. It's possible she's telling the beagle not to worry and Gio that he knows what to do, but she's looking at the dog when she says it. The dog doesn't have a collar or leash, so perhaps it's one they've rescued from the lab already. Or might it be a decoy they're setting up to deliver to the lab with a wire on it? Over to Kai Taylor, Jen's Austin Astrup. He and Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, are in bed during a GH preview clip for the June 20 show. As he gives her what is in his opinion good news, Trina will consider as bad news. He tells her about Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, offering him a paid position as an intern, who'll work for him in both Port Charles and Washington, D.C. Trina has already been crystal clear that she doesn't trust Drew and doesn't want Kai involved with him at all, but she's told others, not him directly just yet. Trina can be expected to try and talk Kai out of it, but will he listen, or will this lead to their first major fight since becoming a real couple? At the Jerome Art Gallery, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, confides to Ava Jerome, Maura West, about what happened when Willow Tate, Kathleen McMullen, lost custody of her kids. Not only did Willow lose custody, and for the time being at least, visitation of Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Serenity, and Sequoia Morkmako, she also collapsed. Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, was granted total and sole custody, and no visitation was mentioned. This means Nina can't visit her grandchildren either, but right now, Willow is simply too unstable. Nina tells Ava it was everything she feared, and so much worse. Meanwhile, at the Metro Corp pool, Michael is with Christina, and she's giving him a warning. He tells her he has a feeling that she's talking about something specific, and most likely she is. Perhaps she's warning him about something she's overheard or something that she has seen. Whatever it is, Michael is taking her concern seriously and paying attention. There are any number of forces in Port Charles who could target any of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, children, as Michael well knows. In the meantime, Drew and Willow are at home, and someone is talking to them about Tracy. Drew looks up and asks, "Is that where Tracy's going to play ball?" In addition, Willow will make an announcement. Will her announcement pertain to this meeting, or is it about something else? It sounds like something is being plotted that involves Tracy, and perhaps those phony charges that she drugged Drew with ketamine. Someone is talking to her at the Quartermain mansion right now. Meanwhile, a GH clip is shown of Tracy, seemingly excited at a deal that's being offered to her. She is smiling, clasping her hands, and saying to the other person, "I'm listening, please go on." But when she hears what they have to say, Tracy will feel as if her back is against the wall. It seems more blackmail and leverage is afoot, and Drew, and whoever's talking to him, and Willow are behind it. There isn't a lot that Tracy can get herself out of, but this appears to be one of those times she's unable to extricate herself. Lastly, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, and Sonny are outside as she has a warning for him, although she's smiling when she says it. She tells him today is the day of reckoning, and there's nothing he can do about it. Has someone thrown Sonny under the bus, and now he's going to pay for his crimes, after years and years of evading justice? It appears that he's gone through with his deal with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, but with a stern warning. He warned him no one hurts his family and lives. Friday's episode of General Hospital is one fans won't soon forget, as June 20 delivers a perfect storm of emotion, confrontation, confessions, and mystery. Several of Port Charles' most beloved and most complicated characters find themselves backed into corners, pushed toward major decisions, and forced to reevaluate the people they trust most. At the center of it all are a series of memorable encounters that ignite old feelings, spark fresh fears, and set off shockwaves that promise to carry into the week ahead. From a volatile sisterly clash to a reunion with unexpected implications, and a series of moments that leave multiple residents of Port Charles feeling absolutely cornered. He denies it all, but his erratic mood swings and refusal to look her in the eye betray a deeper truth. Ava calls him out on it and warns him that he's starting to lose control of his empire, his family, and his grip on reality. Sunny doesn't take it well. The emotional temperature rises fast, and just when it looks like things could spiral into a war of accusations, they share an intense, loaded moment of silence. One that suggests more than just old resentment is hanging between them. Could Ava and Sunny be spiraling towards something deeper once again? Ava seems shaken, not just by his anger, but by the concern she still feels for him. She doesn't trust him, but she's not ready to let him destroy himself either. Elsewhere, Willow meets with Sasha for what begins as a friendly catch-up, but quickly turns into an honest conversation neither of them saw coming. Sasha, fresh from her latest rounds of therapy and community outreach, wants to be there for Willow, but she senses that something is off. Willow is visibly shaken, emotionally scattered, and dodging questions about Michael. After dancing around the subject for a while, Willow finally confesses that she and Michael are on the brink. Her heart's not in the marriage the way it used to be. She can't fake it anymore. Sasha offers comfort, but also some serious truth. She tells Willow that staying with someone out of obligation is not love, it's guilt. Willow is stunned at Sasha's directness, but deep down, she knows she's right. When Sasha leaves, Willow is left staring at her wedding ring, tears in her eyes, as if for the first time she's ready to admit that her future might not include Michael Corinthos after all. That growing distance is not lost on Michael either. At the Quartermain estate, Michael vents to Brooke Lynn, who has her hands full managing the deception relaunch and her own secrets about her mother. Brooke Lynn tries to offer advice, but Michael is spiraling. He says he feels like he's fighting for a marriage that's already over, and what hurts the most is that he doesn't even know when it started to fall apart. He feels cornered, trapped in a life that looks perfect from the outside, but is falling apart in private. Brooke Lynn urges him to talk to Willow again, but Michael says it's no use if her mind is already made up. Later, he receives a text from Drew asking for a meeting, and Michael's face hardens. One more person ready to come for him when he's already down. Meanwhile, over at Kelly's, a moment of nostalgia becomes something more when Jason Morgan bumps into Elizabeth Weber. The tension is thick from the start, and while their conversation is civil, it's obvious that everything they don't say weighs heavier than what they do. Elizabeth asks how he's holding up since his return. Jason tells her he's fine, but his eyes say otherwise. When she asks him what he's really doing back in Port Charles, he hesitates, then says he came back to protect the people he cares about. Liz calls him out on the vague answer and presses further. Who is he protecting, and from what? Jason warns her not to get involved, but that only frustrates her more. She reminds him that she's not the same person she was when they last saw each other. She's stronger now, and she's not afraid of the truth. Before Jason can respond, Jake walks in, and suddenly, it's not just a confrontation between two adults, but a moment that demands honesty, clarity, and healing for a fractured family. Jake's reaction to seeing his father again is mixed at best, and Jason's face falls as he realizes just how much time he's lost. This memorable encounter may be the start of a long road to reconciliation, or the first sign that some wounds run too deep. Elsewhere, drama brews at the courthouse as Christina and Molly's feud hits a boiling point. Their legal standoff over the surrogacy agreement takes an ugly turn when Molly brings up a clause that allows her and TJ to legally intervene if Christina's emotional state is deemed unstable. Christina explodes, accusing Molly of never respecting her, never believing in her, and always waiting for her to fail. Molly fires back that she's just trying to protect the baby. But it's not just about the baby anymore. It's about years of resentment, unspoken judgments, and the way they've always tried to one-up each other. Alexis arrives just in time to witness the tail end of the shouting match and realizes that this may be more than just a disagreement. This is a deep fracture in their sisterhood. Later, Christina meets with Blaze, who offers support and love, but Christina's resolve is shaken. She wonders aloud if maybe she really isn't cut out for this. Blaze assures her she's more than enough, but Christina's insecurities are rising, and they're not going away anytime soon. On the darker side of town, Valentin Casadelin finds himself in a dangerous spot when a deal he's been quietly negotiating behind Anna's back goes sideways. The contact he meets with, someone with clear DVX ties, accuses Valentin of playing both sides and warns him that betrayal will not be tolerated. Valentin tries to maintain his cool, but as soon as the conversation ends, he places a panicked call to Laura. He doesn't tell her what's happening, but he tells her to leave town. Laura, ever the strategist, senses something big is coming. She puts in an emergency order to increase security around Spencer's family, and she begins to probe back channels for any mention of Helena Casadine. There's a rumor she can't quite verify, something about a reemergence of an old Casadine heir presumed dead, but the clues are leading her down a terrifying rabbit hole. And at GH, Hamilton Finn spirals deeper into crisis. After being confronted by Liz earlier in the week, he promised to get help, but instead, he's doubled down on denial. When Chase visits him and sees his brother clearly under the influence, a painful scene unfolds. Chase pleads with him to go to rehab, but Finn refuses, accusing Chase of trying to control him. Violet arrives mid-argument and sees a side of her father that scares her. That moment is a wake-up call for Finn, but whether it's enough to get him to change remains unclear. Elizabeth later finds Violet crying in the staff break room and comforts her. Violet asks, "Is Daddy broken?" And Elizabeth struggles for an answer she doesn't have. This Friday marks the beginning of Finn's slow unraveling, and unless something drastic happens, it could cost him everything. Elsewhere, Jocelyn and Gio get a rude awakening when their secret snooping triggers an alert in the surveillance system they've been monitoring. Someone knows they're listening. They don't know if it's Valentin, Jason, or someone worse, but they're no longer invisible. Joss refuses to back down, even when Gio suggests pulling out. She says she's come too far to stop now, and if someone's trying to scare her, they'll have to do more than send a digital warning. But privately, Joss is rattled. She reaches out to Carly, who warns her to tread carefully. Carly, too, is starting to suspect that the real danger may not be Brennan or Sonny, but someone new in town, someone pulling strings none of them have seen yet. When Joss asks her if she's talking about Jason, Carly stays silent. The day ends with multiple cliffhangers. Emma is seen following a man in a dark coat near Pier 55. Someone she believes may be connected to the recent disappearances and encrypted transmissions. But just as she's about to text Joss with a location update, her phone is snatched from her hand. The screen goes dark. Elsewhere, Nina opens a box from her past, a keepsake meant for Nell, never delivered. It contains a cryptic letter with a single line underlined in red. It's not over, not even close. Nina stares at it in confusion, her hands trembling. As the camera zooms in on the letter, the lights flicker. Memorable encounters, sisterly warnings, everyone feeling cornered. Port Charles isn't just tense, it's about to explode. And Friday's episode is only the beginning. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.